Today on my channel, Planner Friends, I'm actually going to do a genuine 2-week meal plan in my meal planner, my Filofax Pocket. I'm going to show you how I plan meals out for 2 weeks and give you some ideas for perhaps new recipes and maybe even a new way of looking at your week in food, if you will. So stay tuned and we'll get into it. Hello Planner Friends and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Thank you for taking your time and spending it with me. As I said in the intro, we're going to get into meal planning, so let's get down to it. If you're new, you're welcome to subscribe and tap the notification bell. If you're returning, thank you for being here with me. So what I have been doing, and it has been working, I guess I should do a budget recap. Maybe next week I'll do the budget recap about how I've finally trimmed my food budget, and it's not only about my son not being here with me anymore and so forth with us, but it's also about really cutting back. I have been using 2 cookbooks, one of which I had to return to the library. This one is The Pasta Queen. Wonderful, wonderful book. The other one is, I'll put a picture at the end. It's called Plant You. You can follow her on YouTube. You can follow her on Instagram. Same with this lady, Nadia Katerina Muno. So let's get into it, and I'm going to show you some things in my little meal planner here, which I haven't changed up. I love how I decorated it. These are those library cards you can get with different craft kits. This was from Felicity Jane, I think. And what I do is when I try a new recipe, I write it here, and then I give it a yes or a no, and then it just becomes part and parcel of my file, if you will. I have this little folder I created to write recipes down, and no, I have not written one recipe down yet, but as I try new ones, I will put them in here. So I have that handy. This is made, I can link that video down below, and it's a little too big, so I should probably cut it down, but I'm not going to worry about that right yet. Okay, in fact, you know what? I think I'll take it out for the purposes of planning. This is one reason, 1 out of 100 reasons why I love ring planners. You can move things in and out. I picked up some new inserts from Light's Planner Action because I was running out of my weeklies. So I picked them up, and they're really, I love them. Let's just say that I love them. If you're into planning, I'll link her shop down below. Most people in the planning world know her. She's kind of like a rock star, but really happy with these inserts. Now, let me explain one thing really quickly. With regards to meal planning, what I do is I put dinners on these, but I don't necessarily make them on each of these days. So, for example, maybe I put a pasta meal on Monday. For whatever reason, maybe I need something else from the store, although that's increasingly rare, or I'm just not in the mood for it. I don't feel like eating pasta, or we decide to do something. So I swap these out. So they're written on days. A big truck went by. They're written on different days, and then I just swap them out. So what I thought is I could do 2 weeks worth of a meal plan in here to show you how I'm doing it. And then I'm also going to take a piece of paper from here. I think I have some in the front. As I shop, I remove these papers. Yeah. And so I do that. Yeah, this is a great little planner. This is great to carry to the supermarket, or I just take the paper out. It's really wonderful. So let's get down to business, and I'll show you how I go about it. So what I'm trying to do is I have a list on the fridge. Right now it's on the refrigerator of different ingredients that I need, but I usually transfer it to here. Today I actually want to write it on here as we go along. So I have 3 recipes I wrote down from, or 2 recipes from Plant You, and I have, is it 2? No, I have 3 recipes in here from the Pasta Queen that I would like to use. So That's 5. I don't know that I'm going to make 5 new recipes in 2 weeks. I just don't know that I can do it. But hey, we can aspire, can't we? Or at the very least, I'll write them down on the little card so I remember them, because at some point I'm going to have to return this one as well. So this meal plan begins on August 14th, right? And then we go through the week of the 21st. I'm going to do 2 weeks, as I said. So let me think about the things that I have. Incidentally, I have this great pen in here from Erin Condren that I haven't been using. I really have been fixated on these Energels from Pentel, the medium point, 0.7. No smearing. I tend to write with the way I write, I smear, and this has been really great. Anyway, sorry, back to meal planning. So this is one I've wanted to make for a little while now, and I just haven't gotten to it. Spaghetti al limone, right? And basically you can see it's spaghetti. You can also use fettuccine, whatever you want to really use, but butter, garlic, extra virgin olive oil, grated zest of 2 lemons, juice of 1 lemon, and 2 cups of heavy cream. And I do have all the ingredients. So I would really like to make that this week. I'm going to write it, and that's a nice, what I would call a nice dinner. It's not basic. It's just, that sounds really delicious to me. So I want to add it into the repertoire. Let me show you what else I've gotten here. I also love to make risotto. I've not made mushroom risotto. I have a few favorites, but I really love, on Pinterest, I found an arugula and artichoke risotto. Now, that may sound incredibly hard and fancy, and it's not. And you can make it vegetarian. You can add meat if you want, or chicken stock. It's also budget friendly, more than you might think, because a little arugula goes a long way in my risotto. And the artichoke hearts, you can get them in cans at the supermarket, pretty inexpensively. The other recipe that caught my eye is this vegetarian lasagna. And this one, she's got zucchini in it, okay? Spinach, avio ricotta, a bechamel sauce, Parmesan cheese. This looks really good. I do make vegetable lasagna with red sauce. This might go over well with my spouse. It might not. He loves his red sauce, so I'm not sure about that. But these two definitely. So I would like to try that. The risotto is just basically vegetable broth, porcini mushrooms, onion, which is standard, rice, white wine, fresh parsley, which I use a lot of, unsalted butter, Parmigiano, more porcini mushrooms for the top. You get the idea. The plant U is a zucchini tart. I thought that would be like a nice, kind of a weekend brunchy type of thing with a nice salad. I thought that would be nice. And she has a recipe. I've never made tofu. Haven't been a fan when I've had it out, but this looks really good. It's schnitzel, only it's made with tofu. It's vegan. No, I'm not vegetarian. No, I'm not vegan, but certainly have incorporated more plant-based. So let's start with some basics. I like comfort food, and sometimes I like to work backwards in here. So oftentimes on Fridays, I'll make a really nice formal seafood meal. Okay, so the other thing I wrote down was I had come up with a few classics, kind of things that I throw into rotation that really work. So I'm actually going to start backwards. Let's start with Sunday. A lot of times on Sundays we grill. So I think on Sunday it's going to be all about the grill. Grilled steak, potatoes, and veggies, or a salad, whichever. And then on Friday night, I think I haven't made tuna steaks recently, so I think we'll do tuna steaks, which we love. I think we'll do some mashed potatoes. And I think definitely a salad. Trying to eat more salads, little bits by little bits. Okay, so now let's think about the rest of this week. And I really like to build in time for leftovers. Or if we go out, which we don't go out that much, but sometimes we do. So this spaghetti al limone, I was going to make it a few weeks ago, and I had so many leftovers from other dishes, I just nixed it because I was like, I got to get rid of those. Mondays, I don't usually make anything too fancy for whatever reason. We're still dealing with, like, after the weekend, we have leftovers. So for right now, what I'm going to do is put this spaghetti al limone on a Tuesday. And it's on page 105 of this book, just so I know where to find it. Okay, so I've got 3 planned. I would love to, so we have pasta, potatoes, meat, fish. I wouldn't mind doing a really easy meal, which I didn't write down, but just kind of like a Impossible Burger night. I really like them. Well, you know what's good? Impossible Burgers with sweet potato fries. Now, if you prefer to do the meat, make it a hamburger, make it a cheeseburger, whatever is going to work. So I think, and sometimes what I'll do with this is then we just have, you know, for the burgers, we have a bunch of pickles and lettuce and tomato. And I might even, you know what I could do? I can make one of my easy, I don't want to call it homemade. It's, you open the bag and then you add the ingredients in. But that coleslaw is really good. And in fact, what I can do is make that coleslaw, and then on another night, either I'll do this before or after, maybe that Monday, what I can do is one of our absolute favorite are fish tacos. I know, so much for Taco Tuesday, right? I'll make the coleslaw because I make it with that, and then I'll reuse it. So there you go. Fish tacos plus coleslaw. That is like such a, we all, my son included, that is like our comfort food, as weird as that sounds. So I'm using this recipe, right? I'm adding in a bunch of standards. Thursday night, I'm going to either leave it for, I think we're going to do a leftovers. And then for Saturday, I would like to try that zucchini tart from Plant U. Kind of for we normally eat a late lunch, and then for dinner we have something like frozen pizza bagels, something really easy. So I'm going to put in the zucchini tart with a nice salad and rolls. Oh, that's perfect. So that is a week, and this is extremely balanced. With the spaghetti, I'll make a side salad, definitely. So I'll put salad. Perfect. So I have my fish tacos with the coleslaw, spaghetti al limone, the Impossible Burger, sweet potato fries, coleslaw reused from Monday. Again, you can make any type of burger. Leftover night, Thursday night. Tuna steaks, mashed potatoes, and salad on Friday. Zucchini tart and salad for the afternoon on Saturday. That sounds so delicious. And then grilling on Sunday. Perfecto. And then now we have the week of the 21st. So let me look again over here. I wouldn't mind, let's see, we have, okay, hold on. Let me fix that. I would really like to try this risotto. Okay, so that's going to be kind of what I do there. I think on Sunday, we'll start with Sunday again. Let's do another grill. He loves to grill. I think we're going to do grilled, gosh, what are we going to do? I don't know. We have hot dogs, maybe like hot dogs and hamburgers. Okay, we have a ton of things that we put on those, pickles and everything else. I will make a little salad with it. I think that's great. Will we do fries? I'll put in question marks. Not so sure about that one. Now we have Friday, which I wouldn't mind doing something other than just the fish. Let me see here. Okay, the vegan schnitzel. Ooh, let's think, and a risotto. I would love to do, let's do Tuesday. Let's do the vegan schnitzel meal. Tofu schnitzels. I know, it sounds funky. You can do it with chicken. I'm trying to eat healthier, doing my best here. I picked up a sriracha, creamy sriracha sauce from Best Foods, Hellman's, wherever you are. I'm in the East, it's Hellman's. Creamy sriracha sauce I thought would be really good on that. And it's, you know, non-dairy actually, ironically. What I'd like with that, in my mind, this, I don't know if we're going to eat it on toasted rolls or we're going to have it on the side. I'm not sure, but I also want to make a green leafy salad. What do I mean by that? I'm not a fan of kale, but some arugula, maybe some red leaf lettuce, like some real, maybe even Swiss chard. I need a green leafy salad with that, and then I'll put in here rolls. If I don't make rolls with it, what I probably will do is I take, you know how at the store they have the bread, you can just, it's pre-made, you can heat it up. So what I'll do is take one of the ones, believe it or not, at Walmart, there's a sourdough or a rosemary olive oil loaf, that both of which are really good. Heat it up and then have some olive oil and spices to kind of dip it in. So I will do that there, I think. The risotto, I think, would be wonderful to make. I love risotto. Why don't we put that down for Wednesday? Okay. I'm just going to put mushrooms. And that is on page 109 in the cookbook. I could probably also look it up online. So at least I'm doing things that are, yeah. On Monday, I would love, it's pretty easy to make, and it's something I love making very much, is homemade mac and cheese. Sometimes I'll put in broccoli, I'll just put it plus a veggie into it. Sometimes peas, it just depends. Sometimes I cut up or half of a red pepper and half of a green pepper for color and texture. I think that Thursday will probably go out. So I'm going to put dinner out. And then Friday night, and I have Saturday. Okay, let me think here a minute about what I did. I try to really balance it out so it's different, right? If that makes sense. What we'll do is then the following Monday, I'll save up all any leftovers and we'll eat it the following Monday. Again, I've really worked hard to eliminate waste. You know what I feel like doing? I don't think I'm going to make that yet. However, what I will need to get, and I can make here, one of my absolute favorites, eggplant parm. You cannot be from the Northeast without knowing and loving eggplant parm. Sorry, it's just, you know, and then I'll make some garlic bread with it. And a small salad. Okay, I think I'm doing really well here, actually. Excuse me. Let's just review real quick. Monday, fish tacos with it's kind of sort of homemade, half homemade coleslaw. Spaghetti al limone with salad, Impossible Burger, sweet potato fries, and the leftover coleslaw, leftovers. Tuna sticks, mashed potato salad, zucchini tart with salad, and rolls for a late afternoon lunch. Grilled steak, potatoes, and veggies. Homemade mac and cheese with a veggie, broccoli or peas, like I said. A vegan tofu schnitzel, that should be kind of fun to make, with a green leafy salad and maybe some rolls. I don't know. Risotto, porcini mushrooms, a dinner out. If not out, then there's plenty of, I have some freezer food I can heat. You know what I mean? We have options if we don't decide not to go out. Eggplant parm, garlic bread, small salad, grilled hot dogs, hamburgers, salad, and fries. The question is going to be this Saturday meal. You know what? I'm going to keep it small and easy. I have frozen brachius and a salad. I'm going to add in hummus. Maybe. We'll keep that real easy because this is pretty work intensive. So that's it, friends. That's how I plan out my meals. I'm going to link both the Pasta Queen's site, recipes site and Plant Use site in the comments below. I hope this gives you some ideas, and really I want you to see something, okay? I mean, this isn't a commentary. I eat plenty of meat, trust me on that. But I want you to see that I'm trying really hard here to integrate. We do eat a bit of fish, love fish, but I'm trying to integrate other recipes. So the spaghetti, that is a little different, right? We do have the grilled steak, so that's more of an expensive meal. The tuna steaks, you can get them at Walmart. They're not expensive, at least if your Walmart's big enough. You usually can, or the grocery store. They're frozen and they're good. But this is not expensive other than the steak. Mac and cheese is, you know, easy enough, homemade. You get a block of cheese, you're shredding it, you make a roux, you put it all, heat it up, cook your elbows. It's easy. The tofu I already have, so that's ready to go. I'll have to look at the, just think for some reason a leafy salad. The risotto is not expensive. The mushrooms, I don't want to get the mushrooms too far in advance. So what I'm going to do is write them down, and I'll make 2 separate lists. One for this week and one for this week. I'll have to get some eggplant. Again, not expensive, and it's in season. Brachius is just like they're filled with potatoes or mushrooms. It's just a little kind of pastry kind of thing that you can buy frozen, or you can make it yourself if you want. And then grilled hot dogs and hamburgers. So that's pretty good. We're getting proteins. We're getting plenty of vegetables. We're getting plenty of carbs. So I think I balanced it out pretty well. I hope this inspires you in your own meal planning. And if you have a method or a system that works, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Thanks so much for meal planning with me. And again, I will link the 2 cookbook authors' sites so you can check out their recipes. Thanks, planner friends and meal planner friends and healthy eating friends. Have a great week. Bye, friends.